Good evening, everybody. Tonight I'm going to continue on the Beatles theme. Sang Let It Be yesterday. Thought I'd ride the Lennon-McCartney train a little bit. And play the song We Can Work It Out. Why is this a protest song? Well, I think the message is pretty clear. It's also pretty clear, obvious from the song, that it's really about a lover's dispute. But I think in our current political landscape, trying to see the other side has been something I've seen a lot of people making efforts towards, really wanting to understand why somebody voted for who they voted for, why somebody feels strongly on a particular issue. And it's important work, it's hard work. And I think the more that we do it, the more we realize we actually have some common, a lot of common needs and wants, and it's just different strategies that we're using to reference a little bit of NVC. Shout out to my sister who does good work around that. What was I going to say? Yeah, for example, I have noticed a couple specific examples of people who voted for our current president, Mr. Donald Trump, specifically around Affordable Care Act stuff. And when you hear their stories and why they voted for Trump, it's apparent that they, have real grievances and real reasons to feel it the way that they do. And it's just that their strategy for solving their problems differs from other potential strategies and popsicle guys nearby. Let's see, there was another point I was going to make, and now I'm rambling all of a sudden. Let's see if I can remember it either before I start or maybe when I finish the song. It's left me. So I will play the song, and maybe it will come to me while I'm playing. We can work it out. This one does while I was practicing a little bit, I gave Mr. Lennon and Mr. McCartney some brilliant points in the sense that there's like two different time signatures. This goes into 3/4 and the hello changes time signatures, and I feel like that's like two different points of view that they're representing, right? Like 4/4 time, 3/4 time. See it my way, feel it my way. I think that's cool. It's a little tricky from a musician standpoint, but I'll do my best. Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on? While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out and get it straight or say goodnight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. Well, you see it your way. There's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on? Well, you see it your way. There's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. we can work it out. I thought of what I was going to say before I started playing. The sense that it feels like there's a really strong divide politically between people who support Donald Trump and then everybody else who sees him as a total wingnut. And I think it's important to remember that most of the people who voted for Donald Trump have real grievances with a system that really is fucked. Pardon my language. And that is an important point to remember. That his rhetoric that addressed the corruption, that addressed the disenfranchisement, was speaking to a reality for many, many people, including many people who voted for him. So it's important to hold on to that and for us to continue to try to work it out in a way that actually is effective and not the way he's doing it. All right, that's all for tonight.